Welcome to a journey through time, where the boundaries between the living and the dead blur, and ancient traditions meet modern celebrations. In this video, we'll delve into the tapestry of Halloween, from its roots in the mysterious Celtic rituals to the spectacular festivities we know today. Our journey into the history of Halloween begins in the depths of ancient Celtic lands. The roots of this enigmatic holiday can be traced back to the Celtic festival of Samhain. As the harvest season waned and the chilling winds of winter crept in, the Celts would gather around roaring bonfires. These fires served as both a source of warmth against the encroaching cold and as a sacred significance. The bonfires held spiritual importance, as the Celts believed that during Samhain, the boundary between the living and the dead was at its thinnest, allowing the spirits to move freely among the living. During this time, the Celts would don costumes made from animal hides, masks, and other disguises. They believed that these costumes would protect them from the malevolent spirits and help them blend in with the roaming entities. But at the core of Samhain was the belief that on this night, they could communicate with those who had passed on. It was a time to remember and honor their ancestors and connect with the spirit world. This ancient Celtic festival laid the foundation for what would eventually evolve into the Halloween we know today. But the journey doesn't stop here. The winds of time carried the ancient Celtic traditions into the folds of Christianity. As the Christian church began to spread its influence, it sought to Christianize the customs and rituals of the people. The result of this merging was the birth of All Hallows' Eve, observed on the night of October 31st, which set the stage for All Saints' Day, November 1st, and All Souls' Day, November 2nd. All Saints' Day was a time to honor the saints and martyrs, while All Souls' Day was dedicated to remembering the departed souls. These Christian holidays were closely connected to the older traditions, combining reverence for the holy with respect for the deceased. The melding of Celtic and Christian customs led to the evolution of iconic Halloween traditions. The use of turnips for carving and later pumpkins was a practice rooted in the blending of these beliefs, as the illuminated lanterns symbolized guiding spirits. Moreover, the practice of dressing in costumes during Halloween began as a way to ward off the spirits believed to be wandering among the living. The concept of disguising oneself for protection was part of this synthesis of beliefs. Trick-or-treating, a beloved Halloween tradition, also had its roots in these ancient customs. In its early form, people went door to door, often reciting verses or songs in exchange for food and other offerings to appease the spirits. Superstitions surrounding Halloween were prevalent. For instance, it was believed that if a young woman looked into a mirror at midnight on Halloween, she might see her future husband's face or a skull, depending on her fate. Our journey through the history of Halloween takes us across the Atlantic to the shores of America. It was here that Halloween began to blend with new cultural influences, shaping it into a distinctly American celebration. In the 19th century, Irish and Scottish immigrants brought their Halloween traditions to the United States. The merging of these diverse traditions created a new blend of customs and beliefs. The United States was a melting pot of cultures, and this diversity had a profound impact on the evolution of Halloween. The holiday continued to change, embracing new customs and giving rise to the festive, community-centered holiday we know today. Early American Halloween celebrations often featured parades and community gatherings. These events encouraged a sense of unity and the sharing of traditions among neighbors and friends. The unique Americanization of Halloween marked a significant turning point in the history of the holiday. The 20th century brought about a significant transformation of Halloween. It was during this time that Halloween began to evolve into the lively and commercial celebration we recognize today. The commercialization of Halloween began in earnest, with the mass production of costumes, decorations, and candies. The holiday became a significant economic opportunity for businesses. Halloween's newfound popularity also led to the creation of haunted houses and organized parties. The holiday became a time for people to come together for festive gatherings and spooky-themed events. The practice of trick-or-treating, once rooted in ancient traditions, evolved into a cherished activity for children. Communities embraced the notion of handing out treats, fostering a sense of togetherness and goodwill. Today, Halloween is celebrated in many countries around the world, each adding its own unique flavor to the festivities. It has become a holiday for all ages, a time when people come together to embrace the mysterious and the supernatural. And so, our journey through the history of Halloween draws to a close. We've traced its origins from the mystical Celtic rituals of Samhain, through the influence of Christianity, the evolution of traditions and superstitions, the migration to America, and its transformation into a commercial and communal celebration. Halloween has become a global phenomenon, embraced by people of all backgrounds. It's a holiday where the eerie and the enchanting unite, where costumes, candy, and creativity reign supreme. In the modern world, Halloween offers a brief escape from the ordinary, a time to revel in the supernatural and to celebrate the joys of childhood, all while honoring a history rich in tradition. As the sun sets on October 31st each year, communities worldwide come alive with the spirit of Halloween. From the winding streets of Salem to the neighborhoods and towns around the world, this holiday unites us in a shared love for the mysterious and the mystical.